Good morning, people. Happy Mother's Day. In the UK anyway. You can watch this whenever, but I don't know when the USA's Mother's Day. Sometime in May, I guess. Welcome to the first episode of Kaypearpe Talks. How are you? I am fine. Good. We are going to talk about something that I've just learnt. So there might be a lot of ums and ahs in this video, but I'll try and keep it short and sweet and about 25 minutes because this is a long topic and we might need to break it up into parts. I know for next Saturday I do have someone that's going to be Skype calling me, which we are going to have a conversation about this topic of the world and the stars and the sun and the moon and the earth, generally the earth. We're just going to cover the space topic and some crazy theories that is going down. So let's start with things closer to home. A little bit, yeah. I have learnt that, I don't know if this is necessarily true or something. I'm still looking into it. I like the evidence kind of thing. That's why I believed in science so long. And we've had a conversation, and I might be this might be challenging science a bit. It's a new thing to me, and I don't exactly know how to get along with it. It's a lot to get your head around. But it is a lot to get your head around. I think it's gonna stick it with that. Apparently, all serious now. The Illuminati agenda has been controlling things and been, as they say, doping the people of this planet. They've been telling things incorrectly and making us look like idiots through alien species, if there is such a thing, because at the moment I am kind of, Right, here's my theories now. Now, I've been going through so much in my head since he's told me about this theories and stuff. He's said that, it's really hard to think. So instead of going with the Earth, we're going to go with the stars. Have you noticed that none of the stars move? The North Star, the one where aeroplanes, if their things have gone out, if their computers and GPSs have gone out, it's kind of really hard to, it's kind of really hard to navigate without them. So they use the North Star, which is by the Big Dipper, which is the only cluster of stars that actually move. Well, the whole sky moves around it. That's my phone. Just that it's really hard to explain. One point, so you get a pin, put it on a bit of paper, dead in the centre. You move the bit of paper around, and they are the stars. So they are the stars, and to have the pin in the middle, you move the paper around, and that is the stars. They all move around this one star of the North Star thing, and that shows that, wait for it, the Earth is not actually a sphere. The Earth is flat. Now, I don't want to keep on jumping into conclusions because I don't know, the evidence is there. The evidence kind of adds up. I mean, there's more evidence with science, like evolution and such, but there's no evidence on why the stars don't change constellations. And we've always got those constellations. We've got the Big Dipper, we've got Orion, and we've got the North Star. The North Star stays exactly still, so it's the centre centre of the bit of paper, centre of the sky, and that's what everything moves around. And then you've still got the sun and the moon, and of course you think that they rise, go across the sky and set, but that's a matter of perspective. That's your eyes playing tricks on you, so don't trust your eyeballs. It's kind of, I don't know. We're gonna need to ask him for that. But it's awkward. We have the stars that come up. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out for myself. I told him that I would go and video everything that I find out, and this includes it. But I don't really know if I understand it all. It's kind of a massive... Some of it is crystal clear, but most of it is just fudging its way, you know... It's fuzzy at the moment. I need to do a bit more research on the matter before Saturday when we record it with him. It's kind of a difficult matter to speak about. But what happens is, right, you've got the stars bits, so they walk around, they spin around the northern star, and that proves that bit proves that the Earth is flat. Now, I didn't want to believe it. You don't want to believe it. We've been told that the Earth is round all our lives. We've had the world's greatest character from a fictional TV show of Doctor Who say that the world is round and it's spinning, but apparently the world is flat. You can see this by the earlier maps of earlier days, I guess, where you have the map. It's round, just not a sphere. It's flat, with the North and South Pole just joining up to make one giant ice barrier, which keeps the oceans in. No one's ever actually seen what's above the barrier yet. And if you think about it, no one probably will. Now it kind of makes you wonder what's on the other side of that barrier. You can get a helicopter, go straight to the Arctic. You can't actually go to the Arctic without a tour guide. And then again, it's probably someone secretly employed by the government just trying to keep him to this place, just so that they don't know the rest of what we're doing here, because it's a secret. Hush hush. And I'm putting it on the internet for the whole world to see. Yay! Makes complete sense. But is it like this? Is it like this, where if you're walking on here, now they said the world is flat, and yes, they writ around the world in 80 days to prove that it wasn't flat. But why lie about it? I mean, it doesn't matter if it's truth, if it's circular or flat, who cares? It's still a world, isn't it? But what troubles me is the constellations stay the same, so what if we're a dome? You know, the Earth is actually flat. You don't see the curve of the Earth anywhere. I mean, when I look outside, all I see is hills, but I don't actually see the Earth like drop. I mean, it's there, the horizon, the line between the landmass and the sky, or the sea in the sky, is there. It's a faint line, but it's there, and it shouldn't be there. It should just be. And that's weird. So I was thinking, you're at the edge of the world. If the world is flat, I mean, I'm not saying it is, I'm not saying it isn't, but if the world is flat, big if there, is it like this, just a flat piece of paper, only with little mountains and ravines and whatnot on there? And if you were to walk off, would you just like go falling into the abyss? Or are you just ink on another side of a piece of paper? That I don't understand. What happens if you fall off the world. I don't understand that. Same with time. We're gonna have to ask him about time, or I'll do a bit more research about it. But this whole Illuminati and the government lying to us, I don't know what to make of it. I've always been a scientific person, not like geeky bow tie and glasses and let's see what this will do. Excited about science and nerdy stuff. I mean, just like, I believe more in science than I do in any other religion or any other theory, because science makes the most sense. I mean, things have to make sense for me to believe in them. But this is starting to make a tiny bit of sense. It's starting to make sense. Not all of it. All of it is pretty faded at the moment, but some of it is starting to make sense. I started questioning when I started questioning my scientific doubts when NASA does a live proposed view of the Earth spinning. They do a time-lapse thing, but if you think about it, the clouds move with the Earth. And it's just not like, when you look up in the sky and it's windy and you've got the clouds just floating overhead, or if you do a time-lapse video and you see the clouds and they're just floating, quickest thing. But when NASA does a time-lapse, it kind of doesn't flow right. Now, you'll see all sorts of conspiracy things, and I guess I do like a good conspiracy myself. But I'm not sure at the moment, so I'm just going to keep on researching it, and maybe in time I'll accept the idea, but at the moment, it's been 18 years. I have always been taught that the world was round, and I'm not saying I'm not open to ideas, I'm just... You know, it's there, it's in my mind, I'm researching it, I'm looking up all the conspiracy sites, I'm looking at all the evidence that's there, I'm summarising, I'm evaluating. I will get back to you as soon as I have some clearer understanding. So remember, on Saturday I will have an interview with this person, so don't forget to tweet me with questions for him at MadForCake41. It can be absolutely anything from what is your beliefs of the world. Do you really think that this is a dome and we're just having the stars are actually holograms and stuff? Well, that was my conspiracy. It's like, that does actually make sense, that this world could be a dome and it just could be like a flat earth a couple of miles down to the centre with some holographic thing over the land, and that does kind of make sense if you think about it, or is that just in my mind? But anyway, I'm just going to stop talking now. It's been 15 minutes. I'm knackered. It's like 1:30 in the morning. I've been chatting with this guy so long, and I'm tired. And I am going to play some video games now. So, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm MadForCake, aka the Panda. Tweet me at MadForCake41. Email me at kaypearpgames@gmail.com or thatchannel01@gmail.com. I'll make sure he gets your questions, and I'll see you in another video. This is Panda out. Bye!